Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Standard 81 podcast. My name is Sincere, and I am back again with another video. But before we get started into this thing today, let's go ahead and take that quick 30-second break, and I'll be back here with you in the next couple of minutes here in 3, 2, and 1. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for rocking out with me. I appreciate you so much. You see, the name of the topic is marriage a thing in today's society? Is marriage the thing for today? Um, but before we get started in this any further, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up, thumbs down button. Either way it goes, it is engagement, and I appreciate it so much. Share it with somebody who you think needs to hear it, and comment down below. Let me know what you think about all the rest of the stuff. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get into it. Is marriage the thing for today? Okay. So, in today's society, uh, a thing such as marriage can be a very polarizing topic to talk about because there is so much that you need to consider. But oddly enough, a lot of people, even in today's society, want to get married. Let's give a quick statistic here to kind of prove our point. Um, People, and I'm going to use my handy dandy phone. Right? Just give me a few moments. And okay, uh, I'm gonna look up a quick stat line. Okay, so according to U.S. statistics, um, couples are enjoying the ride. It says 64% of couples are having are tending to get married in today's society. So 64% is still a very large percentage of people getting married in today's society, where it seems as though the state of marriage has fallen and most people are choosing not to. So that begs the question, is marriage a thing for today's society? I think it is. I think we're starting to find out uh, very quickly that the liberation we so thought and desired doesn't come without any consequences or any repercussions. See, here's the thing. There are amazing things that happen and you can do when you are single, right? But if you are trying to live a life that is productive and uh, overall a help and not a hindrance to society, more than likely you're going to take on a spouse, right? And it's going to do several things for you. Number one, it is going to allow you to have somebody to consistently uh, talk to, uh, have and give feelings towards, have intimacy with, all this other stuff, right? And then it's also going to help increase your economic value, not only just in money, but in all the perks and benefits you get in getting married. And I think that's what people are beginning to see. The overall inherited value in marriage outside of the religious context. because as you guys know, I am a Christian and I like to take things from a Christian aspect, but while giving you the realistic premise of it all. The thing about being single in today's society is there's a lot of expectation on us. There's a lot of expectation upon people, period, whether married or single. But if you are single in today's society, there is a unseen pressure on you to be available. What do I mean? Um, most people think if you're single, you have nothing better to do with your time outside of doing whatever it is to help. Whereas if you're married, you know, then you got responsibilities outside of yourself to take care of. And even to that point, the Bible even talks about that. Paul talks about that a lot in I think it's Corinthians, or well, in one of the books that he wrote. I don't remember the exact book, but he talks about how you can dedicate more time to the Lord if you are single versus when you are married. So if you want the thing really boils down to, how do you want to be perceived? How do you want people to perceive you? How do you want your life to look moving forward? See, a lot of us, when we think, in today's day and age, and I've said this before, we think selfishly. We think of only what we have to gain, what it is we can benefit, how it is we can benefit, and what it is people bring to us. But you forget that everybody out in the world is thinking the same way. And if you're somebody that is asking for something from other people, they are going to be asking you, what is it that you bring to them that makes you so valuable? And this is not that whole what do you bring to the table discussion. But as a single, they're going to expect you to bring more than somebody that has responsibilities to other people already in their life. So what's the other benefit of being married? The other benefit of being married is people begin to view you as somebody who is able to handle responsibility. Now, if you're somebody that wants to have their responsibilities be minimal, and you don't want the pressure of having to live up to expectation, then probably the single life is for you. The bachelor lifestyle is for you, because inherently speaking, you can be a lot more selfish when you're single. Your life is dedicated to what it is you need to do and what it is you need to take care of. But you're going to be less likely looked at for bigger things, because having a family or being in a marriage is a good indication of what your character may be like, an outward demonstration of what your character may be like. If you're able to take care of a household, you should be able to take care of 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 people, of a management position. And if you're able to take care of that management position, you should be able to take care of that uh, CEO position. Some of the benefits of being married in today's world is people look at you as more responsible. They look at you as somebody that has a lot of character and integrity. Because if somebody is willing to dedicate their lives to you and come under your instruction, or come under your banner, or come under whatever it is, and unify with you in order to fulfill a goal and a purpose, which that goal and that purpose is to make is to come together as one, and form a family unit. Then 9 times out of 10, I can trust you with something that I am forming. So what would be another benefit of marriage? Well, I think another unspoken benefit is monogamy. Now, a lot of people don't like. There's a small vocal minority that is beginning to sprout up that says monogamy is not a thing anymore. Polygamy is something that we should be considering, especially if we're looking to repopulate the earth and all that good stuff. But I am saying this: there is nothing better than to know that somebody is dedicated to you and you are dedicated to them, and that is the person that you continue to build with for the rest of your life. Let's discard our feelings for a little bit here and think of how grand of an idea that is. Let's discard the fact that bad times will happen. I'm not even saying they won't. They will happen. Let's discard that for a few minutes and think about the fact that when times get tough and things are a little shaky, you have somebody there to encourage you and say that you can do it, versus you trying to encourage yourself all the time to keep motivated, to keep motivated and continue to go down the path that you're going. The Bible says this: one can put 1,000 to flight, but two can send a legion fleeing. Right? What does that mean? In layman's terms, it means this: one person can do a lot of work, but two people can get a whole lot more done. Think about how much work you can get done. Think about how you can pick each other up. Think about how you, and these are all the things that people say they want, but oftentimes because of insecurities and being scared of being vulnerable, the fear of rejection, and a lot of other things, we won't get into a marriage because we're scared of all the negativity that goes along with the perceived perception of marriage. Instead of looking at the all the positives, all the benefits that you get from being married. Now, mind you, I'm not telling you to take this lightly, because you need somebody that is in one accord with you, that has um, your same core values and and some of your same thoughts and ideas in mind as far as where you are going in life. This doesn't mean that if you want to be a businessman and they want to be something else, that all of a sudden you need to break up with them and find somebody who wants to run a business. No, I'm talking about the things that actually matter and that are going to make you a productive citizen, and if you are a Christian, make you a person that is able to disciple people in order to bring them to the kingdom. If you have that lifeline, if you have that second opinion, if you have that resource at your disposal, it's going to innately help. Is going to innately help you more than it is hindering you. And see, the thing is, we don't like to think about it like that, because social media and mass media has told us that it's not something that is necessarily needed or is beneficial. They tell us that it is an old way of thinking, it is misogynistic, it's patriarchal, it lacks nuance. But when you start really breaking it down and you start taking your feelings out of it and you start looking at it for what it really is, you find out you have a lot more to gain than you do lose. The only thing that you perceivably lose is selfishness. And we keep on saying in today's society, we want to be less selfish and we want to learn how to love people and all this love stuff, how we need to get along. But we inherently live in a society that is overwhelmingly selfish. What's the best way what is the best way to become selfless? In my opinion, I think it's marriage. Because it automatically bestows on you the role of looking beyond who you are if you're a good person and saying, okay, I have a responsibility to this other person, not only to help them, but to make sure that they're okay, that they're good. Both men and women alike. Because, ladies, don't get it twisted. Just because you can get a man to quote unquote provide for you, and when I say provide, I mean give you money, doesn't mean that he necessarily cares for you like that. Some men just have money. And men, just because you can get some woman to cook and clean for you or have your child, doesn't necessarily mean she cares for you like that. It's so funny that yesterday, in the lesson that I was teaching our middle school kids, we were talking about caring, and one of the things that I asked them is caring and love the same thing, and if so, tell me why, and if not, tell me why. Well, some people seem to think that you know caring and love are the same thing, and some people think it's not. I'm here to tell you, if you have genuine love in your heart, you're going to care for something. And that's what marriage is. Marriage is saying that I love this person enough to care for them despite what's happening. Despite what's going on, I still care about them. I still care for them, and I'm going to continue to care for them until the day that I die, until the day that I pass away. And if that's not your idea of what you're thinking of when it comes to marriage, then maybe you need to reevaluate. Because marriage does not look like the Instagram clips or the Facebook posts or uh, the TikTok clip, the TikTok shorts that we see. There's a guy named Mr. Navigate that's on TikTok that says this. He says, marriage is simply doing what you were going to do every day, except with the help of someone else. So if you were going to work every day earning a living, now you got somebody to help you, and you got somebody to come home to and tell about your day. If you don't like the idea of that, that's fine. That's cool. I'm not here to try to persuade you one way or the other, but I'm just simply giving you the benefit of what you can get from marriage. And clarifying the question, marriage is for today's society. Because that was the question I was asking. Is marriage a thing for today? I believe it is. And for every point that a person can highlight and say, this is the reason you could lose all this, and you're taking your chance with your feelings and emotions, and wooty 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 woo. For everything you can point out and say it's a reason not to have marriage, is the reason that you should. Is a reason that you should. Even though according to some people it's a failing system, because 50% of people that get 53% of people that get married always end up in a divorce, and that's first marriages. But oftentimes, I tend to think that it is not because of the marriage in and of itself, the ideal of marriage. It's because they had an idealistic perception of marriage. Is marriage supposed to make your life better? Let's answer that question. Yes, to a certain extent. But if your life was already trash to begin with, marriage ain't gonna come. You getting married is not going to take you out of that position completely and make it into something brand new. Because you are taking two people and you are putting them together and telling them now to become one. So if your life was chaotic to begin with, you are now taking another person and putting them into chaos and telling them to clean it up when their life may be chaos and they're trying to clean it up. If you were broke to begin with, you're not all of a sudden going to become astronomically rich because you get married. There's an idea that once I get married, things are supposed to get inherently better. I'm here to tell you that's an off perception. Will things be better emotionally and mentally? Yeah, to a certain extent, because now you got somebody to do life with. But having said that, the over the overall structure of your life is not going to change if you don't want it to change. Marriage can be a motivator to push you to that next level, but what it cannot do is change who you are to a certain degree. So if you're overwhelmingly selfish, you're gonna be just a selfish person in a marriage because it takes you to want to change in order for a marriage to work. But the benefit of it is if you want to change and you want to be better and you want to grow and you want to, then marriage can help elevate that sequence. There's probably a lot more I could say about it, but technically, I'm not married. I am not married. I am looking to get married. Um, so I can't tell you verbatim or tell you for sure what it looks like, but I am giving you, in my educated opinion, based on what I have studied, based on what I have seen, and based on what I hear, the benefits are of marriage. Now, once I get headed down that track, I may be able to speak more on that. But until then, I think these are some of the things that you need to consider. So, what am I going to leave you with today? I would say this: is marriage a thing for today? It is. But you need to know what you're getting into. Move aside all the unrealistic expectations, all the Disney fairy tale, romantic novel, um, anything you may have in your head, ideas, and get adjusted to the reality of what it is. And if you don't know what it is, ask some people that are already married, read some books, figure out figure out what it is you're stepping into. Research what the vows are. Research what it takes to be in a marriage legally, not just spiritually, legally. See how much it takes to get out of a marriage. Think about what it is you want from a spouse, whether man or woman. And and then when you find a person, ask yourself, is this person somebody that I can be selfless for? And if the answers to all of that is yes, then go for it. Because there's so many more benefits than there are uh, negatives. We just need to know what they are. And for the most part, it's not going to be monetary. It's not going to be. It's not going to be social. At least not right away. It's going to be more spiritual and mental. It's going to be more of helping to change you into the person that you always wanted to be. And that's all I really want to say. Anyways, guys, thank you for checking out the Standard 81 podcast. I appreciate you so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Type second watch in the comments if you're watching this after the thing goes live. I appreciate it. Check out my TikTok at Sincere the Artist over there. I know I haven't posted in a little while on TikTok. Forgive me, please. But I'm gonna get back to that too as well. Also, check out the Instagram at Sincere the Artist, and I will see you guys on the next one. God bless you all. Peace.